Oh, now we got the secret juice.
We got the sauce here. This is Carbon Flex C9, which is a paint protective coating. This is similar to any kind of ceramic or carbon, basically glass coating, which applies directly to any surface that is painted, shiny, or clear. So you can put it on your paint, put it on your headlights, any kind of emblems, anything you don't want to deteriorate. This is also going to add a little bit of a candy gloss as well as a hydrophobic property. Now, if you're new to detailing, obviously hydrophobic means that it's going to help sheet and repel water. This prevents water spots and it's also repelling UV rays, so it's going to enhance your vehicle while also protecting it.
Why are we using the block?
Now this block here is actually a high density foam block with a micro suede towelette around it. And the micro suede helps to evenly pass it across the surface in an even coat, but it's also going to prevent any kind of linting. You know, a lot of people can use a foam applicator pad or a microfiber applicator, but the thing is that it has the potential to lint or it won't evenly apply. So this is the best way to do it without, one, harming the paint, but also giving you that best coating. And I can see here I've inverted the pad, just applying a little bit to the applicator, a little bit to the towelette. And I'm going to start here in the center and work my way out. And we're just working in straight lines, even strokes, just like we did when we were washing.
It's got a real strong smell. It's one of the first things I noticed when you opened the lid.
Yeah, it's a very chemically smell, so you obviously want to do this in a well-ventilated area. You know, don't huff it, obviously. And you just want to take your time, give it some patience with this, because like any kind of detailing, it's a process. And if you give it yourself the proper time, the proper application, it's going to come out its best.
Great.
So now I'm going to hand it over to you, and you're going to repeat the same process, applying it onto the micro suede towelette here. Make sure it's nice and tight around that foam block. Here you go, invert just a little bit onto the applicator. And you can start there or in the center where I did, but basically you're just going to work in straight lines, make it nice and smooth, kind of be a little bit of a rhythm to it.
Should I apply as much pressure as I did with the towel when we were buffing it?
Just gently apply it. This way you're going to give it that, you know, say a very fine coat here. And again, you're covering up about 50% of your last pass, kind of like imagine cutting a lawn where you want to make sure it's even all the way through. And this only takes about 10, maybe 15 minutes to cure because it's a little bit cooler in here. We're going to give it about 15 minutes and then we'll come back and buff it off with a clean microfiber towel.
Could you explain a little bit about how much money I'm saving doing it myself opposed to going to a professional to do this?
That's a good question. It's a common question that we actually get here is a lot of people are afraid of coatings such as this because they think they're going to hurt their paint or ruin their car. When in reality, you can see even a novice like Walker's doing it. And if this was done at a dealership, say you take it to the BMW dealership and you get their protective coating, that's thousands of dollars that you could potentially saving, you know, by doing it yourself. Or even if you went to a mobile detailer, mobile detailers charge different rates for different size vehicles. So a car like this can cost anywhere from $600 to $1,000, depending on what's necessarily needed, like a polish or anything else that goes with it. But you're saving yourself all that money just by doing it yourself. That's why detailing is not only a lot of fun, but you know, it's also cost effective when you think about it in the long run.
Yeah, and it's not too hard, easy. If I can do it, then anyone can basically do it.
Exactly, yeah. And you're also protecting your brand new car here. This is a simple way of adding a few more years of life to your paint where it's not going to fade out, it's not going to be sun damaged. It's also preventing a little bit of those scratches and swirls because if you think about it, you're adding an extra layer of protection, almost like another layer of clear coat. So I'll give this a little bit of time to bond and then we'll come back and buff it off.
Great.
So you see here we have just a couple of green Workhorse microfiber towels. These are a very reusable, very durable towel, and we're going to fold them up into fours. And the reason for that is one, it's going to help, you know, give you a new side every time you flip it, and also this is going to prevent you putting excess pressure on the surface. And all you want to do is basically place it on the paintwork and then gently work it back and forth, wiping away the spent product.
So why are we wiping it off, the coating?
So the reason for that is because one, you can't leave the coating on the surface because one, it's not going to look good, it'll dry and have all the kind of streaks on there, the haze, and the only way to remove that without just letting it sit there is by polishing it off, and that's a waste of money and time. Also, when you're wiping it off, you're also evening out the coating. It's going to give you that high gloss uniform shine so you can check your work. And then if you want to take it a step further, you can also apply a coating of glaze, sealant, or wax, but you want to wait about 12 hours for this to thoroughly cure to the surface. This way you're not locking it in where it hasn't gotten the potential time to actually harden, and then you're gonna get the best results. But already, I'm sure you can feel that the paint is nice and slick.
Feels great.
And it also has a really nice gloss to it. So this is, again, just a great way to add a little bit of candy shine. Gives you a little peace of mind, so you're gonna enhance the look of your vehicle. A lot of people wanna know how to enhance the color of white, and this is one of the best ways to do it. And you can also follow it up with your favorite wax, such as butter wet wax, or even blazed banana. It's one of my favorite. Spray directly on the surface, and it really enhances the color of your vehicle.
How long should the coating last?
This coating itself, with proper maintenance and proper application, can last up to 36 months.
Wow.
And then you can also add a layer of jet seal to make it last, at least up to that potential, maybe a little bit longer, but that's about as long as you can get out of it.
Yeah, I would have saved a lot of money too, 36 months and doing it myself.
That's right. So you see, it's very simple to do. And Walker, for your first time, how'd you like it?
Loved it. How'd I do?
I think you did great for your first time at least. So obviously, guys, we just did the hood for today. We're going